instructor and the founder and president of Kin International. It's a social enterprise that aims to empower women, actually to empower the youth, but like my passion is about helping the girls basically and women. Because I believe that you are the drivers of change. So you are you are the driver of this life, because you can decide how men can be, okay? Because like we're in this panel talking about the challenges that face our progress in life, and you see like we are in an Eastern society, it's a managed society. If you think deeply, in my opinion, I think that women are the main contributor to make this managed society, because like you are raising up those young boys to become men, right? So you are creating this thing, I believe. So we have to do the change. We have actually.
How we can do it?
Yeah, we can like. Let me just talk about some very brief challenges. As coming from a rural area, I've been raised in a rural area. I'm from Beirut, and you know the challenges are more than people living in Beirut, especially for girls and women. You know, customs and traditions are really like, parents are sticking to those customs and traditions, and really those are blocking our way as girls, especially with preservative parents. They think that they are protecting their girls from any external dangers, but actually lots of protection will make her like losing self-confidence, feeling like she's aside and whatever. So like I've been raised up this way with parents who are really caring about me and thinking that they are protecting me from the society. But later on I figured out like, and also I was thinking that I need a hero maybe to rescue me from my problems and my sufferings and whatever. But it didn't make me so long until I figured out that my hero is in my inside. So who I was waiting for is in my inside. I just started thinking deeper and deeper, digging in my inside to find my inner power, because every single one of you have the power. Every one of you is powerful enough to be her own hero. So you just have to trust yourself, believe in yourself. Everyone is gifted, each one in a different, I don't know, like everyone is gifted and skillful in something. You just build on those skills that you have. Just know yourself more, get to know yourself, find your inner power, believe in yourself, face your fears. This is a very important thing. What are you afraid of? What's gonna happen the most? Like if I did so, what's gonna happen? Okay, I don't know. Let me do this thing. Everything has the first time, okay? It's the first time you do this thing, but like the second and the third and whatever, you'll be an expert in doing this thing. Yeah, I did something for myself from nothing. Now I'm a coach, a trainer, and a mentor for business startups, ranging from small to big startups, technology and non-technical. Also, I'm very successful in my major. I'm advisor in the university, coordinator, event planner. Like I'm doing lots of things that I really wanted to do from my childhood, and I'm really going forward. It's just like about putting, I don't know, a vision, putting a goal and just going. And you can't like believe that the road will be so easy. It's not like straightforward. It's gonna be like going this way and that way and crossing borders and whatever, jumping and going into the water, then going up again. So it's a long journey that you alone, you can go this journey, okay? Be the change, but be yourself as well. I don't know if I have more time.
Perfect.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
You are unique.
Yes.
عن جد we are all here. Thank you so much. عن جد بدي اسمع experience different عن rural area، شيء على الأرض عم نعيشه كل يوم.
It's very different because I will present today the results of my research in the business world.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Hello everybody. So I would like, first of all, I would like to thank Zadia, the program director, and the association team also. And I would like to thank my students because they accept to attend today and they are very motivated. So they are nice students from the Lebanese University. I'm Dr. Inaya Wahidi, a professor at the Lebanese University, the Faculty of Economics and Business Administration. And I am trying to empower women through our research and to present a lot of recommendations to our society, especially to the bank sector and another field. So I will talk briefly about my research axis that emphasizes the gender discrimination and women empowerment in Lebanon, especially in the business world. So I conducted a lot of research in management and entrepreneurship, and among these research, we have four that shed the light on the gender discrimination. So our topics are the following: CSR and recruitment in the bank sector, the granting of loans to Lebanese women entrepreneurs by bankers, the case of kafalat in Lebanon, and the microcredit in Lebanon, and the data about the beneficiaries, and also the social entrepreneurs in Lebanon. It was an exploratory study of women entrepreneurs engaged in the professional integration of low-skilled women in Lebanon, like Monchabour, for example. Okay, so we don't have a lot of time to talk about all of this research, but I have to present today the results and the recommendations. About the CSR and the recruitment, bank social responsibility actions have intensified in Lebanon, and although the number of women graduates is high and exceeds that of men, so they are often forced to leave their work after the age of 40, okay, according to the Lebanese Bank Association statistics, because of their role within the family. Few commercial banks in Lebanon, 13 over 41 commercial banks in Lebanon, are interested in the dimension of CSR, and including the equity to practice between men and women when hiring. So our goal is to try to analyze how this issue is addressed in banks in Lebanon. And the results seem to show that the ethical social dimension of CSR is relatively unapplied by banks in terms of gender equity in hiring. Women mothers are not necessarily discriminated against men on hiring by the bankers, but they are few in number compared to recruited men. Our recommendations to the bank sector is we can suggest that banks must better apply the principles of CSR at the level of equity between men and women in employment, and to think about increasing the number of women recruited with greater flexibility regarding mother schedules. The call is added to all the banks which will be able to reinforce the role of women in Lebanon and thus maintain a certain social equilibrium via their treatment according to their specificities. And here I can mention BLF for the CSR dimension, especially regarding the flexibility schedule for the women, for the mothers in the bank sector, and the mother that she has a baby or child.
Work from home?
She can work in the bank, but till 2 p.m. Okay. About our second research about the granting loans for women entrepreneurs by kafalat. You know that access to unsecured bank loan or loan without guarantee, in other words, is almost impossible in Lebanon, and the kafalat system, which represents a solution to this problem. And according to the literature, women suffer from discrimination against men in granting bank loan, and our goal is try to see to what extent this situation exists in Lebanon. So our study, or we can therefore say through our study that Lebanese women entrepreneurs are not discriminated against men in access to loans by the bank, but they are few in number. Second, Lebanese women entrepreneurs are not very familiar with the support system for very small enterprise or SME, small or medium enterprise, and address kafalat less than men. Some women entrepreneurs are supported by their husbands who accept mortgages as guarantee in kafalat. So this is a good point here. And some women entrepreneurs are supported by her husband. Some Lebanese women entrepreneurs support their husband by asking for loans guaranteed by kafalat when they are not eligible for a second loan, when the men are not eligible for a second loan. So this is a weakness for us. So as a recommendation, we suggest that kafalat better coordinate with banks. We think and to think about increasing the number of female beneficiaries through more marketing related to the granting of women loans guaranteed by kafalat, and the goal is also addressed to all the banks which be able to reinforce the role of women in Lebanon. And about because we don't have a lot of time, the last research for today about the microcredit in Lebanon. Microfinance is not specially developed in Lebanon. And I don't know if you know that financial institutions that allocate microcredits are NGOs that are mildly supported by the government. So the activity for these institutions affects only 11.5% of the population, according to the International Finance Corporation in 2008 and 2013. And we obtained the data from 7 MFIs, so microfinance institutions in Lebanon, like التمكين, USFD, المجموعة, مخزومي, AEP, ADR, and تنمية الرواد. We can therefore suggest that MFIs, administrative officials, do not distinguish between male and female beneficiaries when granting a microcredit, but women remain few in number compared to male beneficiaries. They are not very aware about all the benefits. And women beneficiaries may not be very familiar also with MFIs and are less likely to contact them than males. And Lebanese women support their husbands also in microfinance institutions by applying for a microcredit when they have no right to apply for a second one. So if you noted, we have a common reasons in the bank sector and in the microfinance institutions. I cannot continue with the social entrepreneurs and the development
شو معقول يكون نصيحتي؟
So my advice is for ladies today, be yourself. You can change everything in your life. Through my research, I have a lot of recommendations, and it was very important for the bank sector. They ask for the results to enhance their strategy in hiring. So you can do everything, and you can do it if you have family or not. You can manage your time, and they have as a bank sector or as a society. Okay, because we have to talk a lot of CSR. It's another issue. They have to support us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. مور كان عندك اكسبيرينس كثير حلوه مع الناس، مع الستات ببيوتهم هن وقاعدين ببيوتهم، فهيدي شغله كمان من رورال اريا لانتربرونور هلا لمرة عم تشتغل ببيتها، هيدي كمان خبره صغيره انه ما نخاف، ممكن نقدر نشتغل ونطلع مصاري، لأ بس تكون المراه اندبندنت فاينانشال اندبندنت بتخيل فيها تحقق كثير اكثر وبصير قرارها لها. So please اذا بتعطينا رايك.
Okay, أول شيء thank you ل C2C for the invitation, and I'll introduce